Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I think I got the day right today. Happy Wednesday. I am officially 4 weeks into my trip today. I'm standing here in a place, I'm going to mispronounce this, Zaanse Schans, I believe, Zaanse Schans, a day trip from Amsterdam. So you can kind of see behind me, you see the windmills, sort of the picturesque Dutch country. Here, we'll take a look. Just kind of around here a little bit. I'm on one of their mini canals, and you've got the windmills in the background. So, okay. I kind of talked about being in Amsterdam an extra day. This actually was not planned, so we're going to have a little bit of warning in this video. I've been doing this trip just sort of playing it by ear. Literally day to day, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. There's a risk there, and the risk I took sort of came to fruition yesterday. I was planning on taking a bus pass throughout Europe. Which would have been fine if it wasn't for the fact that Eurolines decided to cancel that pass about a week ago. So with that not existing, I had to try and figure out what I was going to do. The best option was clearly going to be the Eurorail pass, doing this by train. I went to buy my 2-month pass yesterday, and it turns out that they don't accept American credit cards because we don't have the global chip on our card. And for security reasons, they don't accept it. So I needed to do it with cash. Well, a 2-month ticket to travel every day on Eurorail is about $1,800. So that was a bit of a chore, having to go to the ATM a handful of times over the course of 2 days, hitting my maximum one day and then pulling money out again. But I've got my Eurorail pass, so I'll be back on track tomorrow, and I'm okay. I budgeted in about 20 mulligans, I guess, if you will, 20 days of mulligans. So this is just a day that I was able to go ahead and take one of those mulligans, and there's worse places to be than Amsterdam. So I figured in this last minute or so I'd just sort of cover a few things about the Amsterdam mystique, or what most people know or are rumored of Amsterdam. Obviously the sex, the drugs, the bicycles. I managed to somehow participate in none, even though I've been here for 3 days. But I explored it all a little bit. The bicycles are amazing. The bicycle paths are amazing. For me, it would be wonderful if the U.S. was like this, but there's so many bikes out there, and they're riding granny bikes, and those of you who are cyclists know what I'm talking about. They're not great bikes, so I didn't do it because there wasn't anywhere else I needed to see that wasn't going to be incredibly complicated with directions, and so I went ahead and just scrapped the bikes. That didn't happen. The marijuana, it's real here, and it's kind of funny. You know, in the States, if you're at a rock concert or somewhere and you get a whiff of the marijuana, it's sort of like this, oh, hey, somebody's got marijuana, and you look around, you can pretty easily identify who's got it. Here, the smell's everywhere. I mean, it's the same smell as cigarette smoke on somebody because it's everywhere. But unlike Belgium, where I kind of felt like the counterculture had a tendency to sort of creep in and ruin it for everybody else, like with the graffiti everywhere, I would say with the exception of the scent of the marijuana, you don't really have a huge issue with the stuff being everywhere. It's really in coffee shops. You go into these coffee shops and some of them have the stuff like on the table like a condiment. And I guess that makes sense. I mean, I suppose in America, if they found out that dandelions got people, their appetites up, if you're a coffee shop and you're selling baked goods, and you probably want people to be high. So some of them, they just literally give it away for free right on the tables. But I will say this, and I feel like I've always been generally pretty open-minded about this kind of thing. The shops are creepy. I walked in, I was there for about a minute, and I walked out, and for another reason, it felt weird being in there. The people in there felt weird, and so I no longer know that I feel like it'd be a slam dunk decision for the U.S. ever to approve something like this, because it's creepy in there, and I didn't feel comfortable in there. The red light district. Well, you know, again, it's kind of creepy, but it's fairly well contained. I'm actually in a hostel right by it. I mean, essentially, it's the women stand behind glass pane doors, and they dance and do their thing, and they try and get you to come in. You see all kinds of people, older couples, young couples, groups of guys, groups of girls walking up and down the streets, just sort of checking it out. And I mean, it's worth a chuckle, and it's something you want to see in Amsterdam, but a little creepy, but again, it's sort of contained. You can enjoy Amsterdam pretty easily without ever going into one of these drug-infested coffee shops. You can enjoy it without going to the red light district. So anyway, Amsterdam's been fun. I realize I'm approaching 4.5 minutes, and I've been trying to keep these lower than that. I've had a great time here. I am going to Germany tomorrow, so I'll have something hopefully from the Beatles Mania Museum. But I've had beautiful weather here in Amsterdam. I'm staying at a great hostel. I'm having a good time. So that's it from here. Going to go enjoy the rest of Zaanse Schans and then head back to my hostel and head out tomorrow. Have a great day in the States, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.